Really, Ollie? You're out there doing the business battle? I mean, I like the Dominator because it's based off the fastback instead of the GT500. I don't know about that one, Chief. Who was that who was sitting there waiting that I just absolutely punted even though they were ghosted?
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? It's coming at you.
I should need to pull up this document. For my S13, because I do want to recustomize this a little. Oh. I don't know how I never realized this is Ryan Cooper's car. I'm a fucking idiot. And they probably don't have livery for it, do they? The colors. I'm trying to get as close to this car as I fucking can. Well, that's literally going to be the closest I'm going to get to Ryan Cooper's car. Fuck. Oh God, no. Fucking hell. Sweet Home Alabama intensifies. Dom, we need you for one final ride. Listen here, I'm 83 years old. I can't even see 5 feet in front of me. But family, Don. Alright, give me the fucking keys. He's he's not Vin, he's Binned. Actually, instead of Vin Petrol, it should be Vincent. Vincent Petroleum. At your service. Oh my lord. Dieseline. C12H23. No, I googled it. No way. Huh. Yep, I'm gonna go in my own party. Good luck. Alrighty, everyone. This is week 5 of the Cloud9 Bullet Cup. This is the final week, in fact. Let me just select my car. I am taking the ETR1 today. So, a look up right now of our leader, Skull. He is currently ahead by a significant amount. He's followed behind by Quickz. Ollie is looking to be the winner. He needs to get at least 9th place today in order to take the championship. Quickz is behind by a lot. Even if Quickz wins today's race, Ollie just needs 6 more points to tie up with him. And that's about 9th place. So we're doing this today on Crisscross at the Docks 2021 edition. And the starting grid today, we're going to have Pale leading us off, followed by F50. It will be followed by Deadshot in the next TI. Then Croco Street, Snapey, Specky, Quickz, and Skull in the back. Now, I love this track a lot because I can get some absolutely ridiculous angles with these cranes if I can actually climb. So I'm going to be going all up here for the start. Actually, I'm going to climb up a little more. Yeah. This way we can get some very nice angles. Crisscross at the Docks. What is made by Specky, who is racing today. Specky is going to be starting in, looks like 8th position. We have only 10 racers today. I'm very tempted to shoot that. So this is going to be this race is going to be starting in the nighttime, but we will be transitioning to day in about 20-ish minutes into the race. So we're going to see, from what it looks like, no rain as well, unlike last event, the race earlier. Normally we would have had this event 2 weeks ago, the finale, but we had most people who actually are in Cloud9 are from Britain, and they had Britain in the oof, that hurts. Britain was in the Soccer World Cup, I think it was, or they call it football, sorry. So everyone was paying attention to that, and then the week after was F1. Oh, Ollie. After that was F1, and now everyone's saying hi YouTube and Twitch, of course. But we delayed it for 2 weeks because of football and F1. And actually, a few of the members of Cloud9 went to the racetrack that day. So it was cool. Cool. The stories that they were telling about it seemed like a fun time. Of course, me living in the United States does not help that. But one day I do hope to actually go to the UK and do some of this type of stuff. And it looks like Spear is getting everyone ready for the start. The bombs are off, the race is away, and there they go around the first turn. A little bit of contact as F50 appears to pull into the lead right off the start. Alright, let's... Whoops. How did I survive that? Alright, I'm not gonna question how I just survived falling like 90 feet to my should have been death. We're going to push forward on the track. Yeah. Now this track is a bit of a long one. They are running 21 laps today. So obviously they are on lap 1. We're going to be getting some, be up on those rafters a bit. F50 has pulled very far away from the pack, and he's got a massive pack of XTI. Looks like Ollie is up in there. Deadshot, Quickz. There's a huge pack of them. And then Specky and Street following up the rear. What happened to Pale? Is Pale not participating today? He may not be. So we're going to capture them as they come through, completing the first of 21 laps today. F50 has pulled a sizable gap at this point. And here he comes through the chicane. He's followed by XTI and Deadshot, then Croco, Specky, Quickz and Skull, then Snapey, Street, and Spear. Pretty tight pack, all things considered. This is a shorter track, so we're going to be seeing them a lot more often as I move around the track. Tricky thing with this track, moving around, is it's fairly linear. Jack has done some work on this track, which I applaud. Yeah, we'll go right here. That works. F50 still has a solid lead. Looks like a big incident in the pits. Ollie has dropped back a lot. Like, that's either an incident in the pits or an incident by the pits. Either way, Ollie's dropping back to 9th now. He does need to get a high up position in order to guarantee a win and the championship today. And you can hear the racers going back into the docks. So a 9th place finish for Ollie and a 1st place finish for Quickz will tie them up. If Ollie places any higher than 9th today, he will secure a victory. Otherwise, he may run the risk of tying Quickz for the championship. And keep in mind, Quickz did not participate in the first race. So it's interesting to see that despite Quickz completely missing the first race, he has the potential to actually take the championship if Ollie places 10th. Actually, because Pale isn't racing, Ollie is guaranteed a 9th. So there is a potential there then for Ollie to be essentially guaranteed a victory. Of course, that's going to depend on Quickz, who, like I said, if he gets 1st place, then he will tie them up completely. So for Ollie, any higher position than 9th, so if he gets 8th or better, it literally guarantees him a win. I'm going to get around this hairpin first. And, oh, there goes Pale. So yeah, Ollie now moving up to 6th, F50 maintaining his lead with XTI behind him, Snapey coming up in 3rd, Deadshot in 4th, Quickz in 5th, and Ollie now on Quick's tail. So it's looking like a pretty tight race. There's the top 3 right there, all of them within a second of each other, probably about 3 to 4 seconds to Deadshot, and then about 3 to 4 seconds to Quick's. Ollie probably about 7 seconds now behind Quickz. So it's going to be interesting to see how the race will unfold. Like I said, 21 laps. These races generally last 45 minutes to an hour. So a lot of things can happen within the first 5 to 10 laps that are going to severely impact the outcome of the race. Here they come around the hairpin. F50 scrapes the wall a little. Looks like a good fight over here for 2nd between XTI and Snapey. Quickz slowly gaining on them. Ollie also appearing to be gaining on Quickz. Questions can become, is Ollie got a good setup today and running smooth, or has Quickz been slowed up a little? We'll see. We're going to head over now to the pit area. And get a nice setup. I definitely want to capture some people as they come into the pits. Okay, definitely going to put my car right here, because they can't hit it here. So I want to try and get up top there. I still got the checkpoint, that's hilarious. Because I'm also thinking this is going to be, because I know this track pretty well. I actually raced this back in Children of the Mountain. And I'm thinking that this will be a good point of view to watch the entire track from. Ah, there we go. So from here you can see the racers as they round that turn. F50 is followed up very closely by Snapey and XTI as they come over the bridge to the big straight. Very tight race between those two as they head towards that turn. How tight the race is, I can see the positions changing up pretty soon. There goes Deadshot and Quickz. He just destroyed that. Lord have mercy. And of course now we can see the racers as they go through into the docks. Croco has fallen significantly far behind. Let's hope that he can make up some time. F50 and Snapey now having a battle first. A little bit of collision. Snapey looking to take him, and Snapey does affect his overtake, and Snapey is now taking first place. An excellent maneuver by right there from Snapey, taking advantage of F50's mistake. Move a little further down so we can catch them as they come back over this little hump. Snapey widening the gap that he's put on F50 now. And here they come. About a 3-second gap now between those two. With Deadshot and Quickz hot on Deadshot's tail. XTI and Skull not too far behind. Street and Specky again having their battle as always. And then we got Croco taking up the rear. I'm going to drop down here to grab this checkpoint and respawn. Snapey is now widening that gap. He definitely wants to get some more points on in contention for the championship. He still wants to get as many points on the board as possible. Further down. Okay. That was not what I wanted then. Here we are. And you can hear them as they come across the bridge. Snapey has widened his gap a lot more. Quickz looking for second place now. F50 is attempting to fend him off, but I think we're going to see Quickz take second place here very shortly. Yep, Quickz has gotten his second place, just as I expected. So there's a battle for second between Quickz and F50, and a battle for fourth between XTI and Skull. Looks like a spread three-way battle between Specky, Deadshot, and Street, and then Croco pretty far behind in the rear. Now, coming up next week, we will have the Cloud9 Touring Car Championship. I will, in fact, be participating in that. I shall be racing the LG Retro Custom for Team Anis, alongside Quickz and Gyros. Squeeze my car in here. There's perfect. Yeah, I will definitely be going to that. So yeah, that's actually, and I've spotted that out too, but thank you for pointing that out, Spear, that that last corner is good from the pit. Yeah, the hut in the pit. I will definitely be doing that once I get the full view of the track. There goes Snapey. He has widened his gap very much. There goes Quickz in second. F50 in third. XTI in fourth. And Ollie in fifth. Here comes Specky, Street, and Deadshot. Croco will follow up shortly in ninth. Quickz definitely is looking like he wants all the points that he can get. Biggest question is going to be, will it be enough? Because remember, Ollie is leading by a significant margin. And Quickz does need all the points he can to try and get victory, but Ollie has enough points at the moment to effectively already have that victory. Yeah, I'm going to be heading to the pits, into the box. So I can capture pretty much the entire track from there. This is a very nice track. Like I said, I've raced this track on Children of the Mountain a few times. I'll never forget when I almost died. Quickz taking first from Snapey. I presume Snapey made a move into the pits, so Quickz is now in first. That's going to get him the maximum amount of points if he is able to cinch this. But again, it's going to come down to what position Ollie finishes in. These two are the ones who are battling it for the championship spot. However, in my opinion, if Quickz had participated in the first race, I guarantee you that he would have this championship. So I'm going to make my way to the pits now. Oh, these windows are, like, actually bulletproof. But yeah, you definitely have a perfect view of that final turn. And we can also, of course, see people as they drive by. So Ollie's moved now into fourth spot. I'll say 14th. Here comes Quickz down the main straight. There goes Quickz. Here comes a big pack. Someone is moving into the pits now. I believe that was F50 in the pits. He drops back to 6th. Very close battle between Snapey and Skull now for 2nd. Skull has taken XTI. It's going to be a very tight race. I can already see it now being exceptionally close between those two. You can still see through here, despite all this being in the way. Very close battle between really the top 4 of Quick, Snapey, Skull, and XTI. It's going to be interesting to see how this race does for them both. Quick's pulling out a bit of a lead now. It's more of a battle from 2nd to 5th. It has closed up quite a bit. Snapey pulling a little bit ahead of the pack. There with Quick's and Snapey. And who do we have coming into the pits? It looks like XTI is in the pits. Okay, thanks for the pistol, I guess. See if I can shoot these out a little. Nope, apparently that's all bulletproof. Wow. Leave it to Rockstar to make these windows basically bulletproof. Leave it to Rockstar. Actually move a little further down. Perfect. Here comes Quickz. He has widened the gap significantly between the main pack. Some risky curb boosting there. Some very risky curb boosting from the top 3. One small mistake there could really hurt them. F50 now has appeared to drop back to 7th. Here comes Kronko. Kronko has a lot of ground to make up if he wants to go any higher than 9th today. Quick's still widening that gap between him and 2nd. Quickz is doing everything in his power today to get as many points on the board as he physically can. But with him missing that first race, it's gonna be very close. I think even if he got I think if he'd have at least participated in the first race, he probably would be potentially championship winner. But at this rate, it's pretty much going to be Ollie, unless he has an unfortunate disconnection. Tight battle between, looks like 4th, 5th, and 6th. Very tight battle between those two. All of them fighting over 4th. F50 trying to catch up. And there goes Deadshot into the pits. That's going to give Croco an opportunity to catch up. Is that going to give Croco at least a partner to fight with? The gap is definitely going to close up, but I think Deadshot may have had enough of a gap over him to where they're not going to have too much of a battle. So unless Deadshot, oh god, sorry, unless Deadshot slows up or Croco speeds up, it's going to be a relatively maintained thing. With Spear moving, that appears to be everyone's pits taken care of. Oh. Looks like Skull and Snapey having a battle now for 2nd place. This could get interesting. I'm gonna move this way a little. So Skull and Snapey now fighting over 2nd place. I'm going to get further down that way once this next lap passes. There goes Quickz. And here comes Ollie and Snapey. Oh, Ollie crashing out. That is not good at all. Snapey's going to pull very far away. Ollie may end up getting passed by 3rd and 4th. He may drop back a little. And here they come. They are nipping at Ollie's heels now. They are going to come into a battle between 3rd, 4th, and 5th now. So that is not something I expected to happen. Ollie having an incident coming down the straight. Now it looks like Deadshot and Croco are going to be closing up. Let's get down into the finish line area. So we can see them as they come through the final turns. At this point, the race should finish up in about, I want to say 10 laps. No, not 10 laps. We're more than halfway through. I want to say 6 or 7 laps. Not 100% certain, to be perfectly honest. Okay, well that's also bulletproof glass. Jesus Christ. But that's fine. I've got a nice angle here so that I can watch the racers. So now with Ollie, XTI, and Specky having a battle for 3rd, Snapey and Quickz alone by themselves is going to be up to their individual pace to keep them afloat for the rest of this race. In fact, here comes Quickz now. There goes Snapey. And then, of course, there's Ollie, XTI, and Specky. Street is just behind them. And then just behind him is going to be F50. And then Croco and Deadshot. Croco has actually taken over Deadshot. He's actually effected an overtake. Maybe that was either by an incident or pace alone. Either way, now they are battling it out. Very, very interesting. Now we're going to head down to the finish line on top of one of these big, beautiful cranes, where we will watch the rest of the race unfold. Well, the sun is beginning to set now, so we're going back to nighttime. Quickz has widened an absolutely massive gap between him and Snapey. He's had a very good run today. That is a very large gap. Skull has widened himself from 3rd, 4th, and 5th as the field is now spread pretty far. 6th actually getting into the fray, Street and Specky again. These two always having their own battles. But F50 not too far behind. Then Croco appears to have widened his gap from Deadshot. Ooh, and a little incident there from Deadshot crashing on the apex there. There's Spear on top of his car. As you can see, the field is spread out pretty significantly. Quickz, I want to say that's at least a 15-second gap to second. But it looks like Ollie is starting to close in on second place himself. About, yeah, looks like it's a pretty equal distance from 3rd all the way down to about 7th actually. Quick's continuing to widen his gap. It's his race at this point. But is it going to be his championship? Still think Ollie is going to have it when the points are all said and done. Yeah, Ollie looks to definitely be closing in on second. Yeah, and he has closed that gap to about 6 seconds at this point. What in God's name is Spear doing? I like how I just catch at the end as he yeets his vehicle into the ocean. Oh, hello. Ollie has dropped back to 4th now, fighting for 3rd with XTI. Ollie trying to go on the inside of XTI does not work. It's slowing him down a little. It's letting Specky and Street catch up. Snapey now pulling further ahead as those two duke it out. Is he in the car? Yeah, he's in the car. Ooh. Ow. Okay. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. No. Climb. Just want to change up positions. My character just decides to flop to his death. Love it. Quickz again. Why? My character my character's an idiot. I don't know how he just literally just stepped over that. Why is it taking so long for me to respawn? Let me get out of the way now. Oh, F50 had a crash. That's giving Croco time to catch up. Park my car next to my car. Oh, okay, so Ollie's taken back 3rd position now. If my character climbing down the ladder for 12 seconds, I can walk up the stairs. Let me see how the gaps have formed. Quickz has just pulled a massive gap on Sneepy at this point. But Ollie and XTI fighting over 3rd and 4th. Specky and Street fighting over 5th and 6th. I'm just gotta be very careful so I don't kill myself again. There we go. Tight string of cars from 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Ollie doing a good job defending against XTI. F50 now having to fend off Croco in the back, and Deadshot with a decent gap between him and 8th. I don't want to be on that one. Okay. Surprised I didn't die there. I actually want to get on this one. And there's Quickz finishing in first. So this is their final lap. Snapey going to be coming in second place. This was a pretty quick race. And there's Snapey finishing off in second place. Here comes Ollie finishing up in third. XTI in fourth, and Specky in fifth. There is Street in sixth as the timer counts down. Looks like Croco and F50 are going to end up crossing the line. So there comes Croco in seventh. And F50 in eighth. I don't know how none of that didn't hit him. Oh Lord. So that is going to be Quickz with the race win. However, with Ollie taking third place, oh, and Quickz gets best lap. Okay. Very close lap times between everyone, mostly within a second of each other. Second or two of each other. But that is still going to give Ollie, in my opinion, the victory. And now we're going to have a round of last team standing, but I'm going to join back on their party. Good race, y'all.